echoes of the hollow darkness shrouded the forest as I stumbled through the underbrush, branches grasping at my clothes like skeletal fingers. The moon hung low, casting feeble light upon the twisted trees. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat echoing louder than the last, drowning out the rustling of the leaves underfoot. I had ventured into these woods in search of answers, but now I found myself lost, disoriented by the ever-shifting maze of gnarled roots and looming shadows. My flashlight flickered, casting long, uncertain shadows that danced and twisted like specters in the night. As I pressed forward, a sense of dread washed over me, cold and suffocating. It was as if the very air around me was alive with malevolence, whispering secrets too terrible to comprehend. I quickened my pace, desperate to escape the suffocating grip of the forest. But then I heard it, a low, guttural moan that sent shivers down my spine. I froze, my breath catching in my throat as I strained to locate the source of the sound. It seemed to emanate from the darkness itself, a primal cry of agony that pierced the stillness of the night. With trembling hands, I raised my flashlight, its feeble beam slicing through the oppressive gloom. And there, just beyond the edge of the clearing, I saw her, a figure cloaked in tattered rags, her face hidden in the shadows. She swayed gently, as if caught in some unseen current, her mournful wail rising and falling with each passing moment. Fear clawed at my chest as I stared, transfixed by the haunting sight before me. Instinct urged me to flee, to turn and run until I was far from this cursed place. But something held me rooted to the spot, a morbid fascination that refused to be ignored. As if sensing my presence, the figure turned towards me, her eyes gleaming like twin orbs of fire in the darkness. And in that moment, I knew with a chilling certainty that I was not alone. With a surge of adrenaline, I turned and ran, crashing through the underbrush with reckless abandon. Behind me, I could hear the sound of pursuit, a cacophony of snapping twigs and heavy footfalls that echoed through the night. I dared not look back, knowing that whatever hunted me lurked just beyond the reach of my feeble light. I stumbled and fell, pain shooting through my limbs as I scrambled to my feet and continued onward, driven by sheer terror. But no matter how fast I ran, the forest seemed to stretch on endlessly, twisting and turning in on itself like some eldritch labyrinth. I was trapped, ensnared in a nightmare from which there was no escape. And then, just when I thought I could run no longer, I stumbled upon it, a clearing bathed in moonlight, its grassy expanse a welcome respite from the suffocating embrace of the trees. With a final burst of energy, I raced towards the safety of open ground, my heart pounding in my ears like a drumbeat of desperation. But as I crossed the threshold into the clearing, a sudden silence fell over the forest, broken only by the sound of my ragged breath. I turned, my eyes scanning the shadows for any sign of pursuit, but there was nothing, only the oppressive stillness of the night. And then, just as quickly as it had begun, the darkness receded, melting away like mist beneath the morning sun. I stood alone in the clearing, surrounded by nothing but the whispering breeze and the gentle rustle of leaves. I had escaped the forest, but the memory of that night would haunt me forever, a chilling reminder of the terrors that lurked just beyond the edge of our reality. For in the heart of those woods, something ancient and malevolent stirred, waiting patiently for its next unsuspecting victim. And though I had escaped with my life, I knew that others would not be so lucky.